When you think about advanced civilizations, what comes to mind? Probably stuff like their art, their history, maybe their political systems, right? But what if there was a totally different yardstick? A cosmic ruler that can measure any civilization, no matter where it is in the universe. Well, that ruler is real, and it's about to completely change how you see our place in the grand scheme of things.
So, how advanced are we, really? And how would we even begin to know? I mean, are we the pinnacle of what's possible? Or are we basically toddlers just learning to walk? This is the exact puzzle a brilliant Soviet astrophysicist tackled almost 60 years ago. He came up with a framework that wasn't just for looking at our own future, but for trying to find anyone else out there.
And his solution? It's genius. It's called the Kardashev Scale. A guy named Nikolai Kardashev proposed it way back in 1964. And the cool thing is, it just cuts through all the noise. It doesn't care about Shakespeare or the internet or borders on a map. It boils everything down to just one thing: power. And by power, I mean energy. How much energy can a civilization actually use and control? Okay, so let's break it down. Kardashev's original idea was actually super elegant, boiling it down to three main levels. But don't let the simplicity fool you. Each step up is an absolutely massive leap in power and what you can do. So you've got three main types. A Type 1 civilization, they've completely mastered their home planet's energy. A Type 2, well, they've gone a step further and control their entire star. Yeah, think about a structure literally built around the sun to capture all its energy. And then you've got Type 3. They are the masters of their entire galaxy, wielding the power of billions of stars. So you can see the jump between these isn't just a small step, it's an almost unimaginable leap in scale. All right, so that's the scale. It's an amazing way to think about aliens, for sure. But it also acts as a kind of sobering mirror for us, right here, right now. So let's do it. Let's turn that cosmic ruler on ourselves and see where we stand. Okay, so think about it. You just heard the definitions: planetary, stellar, galactic. Where do you think humanity fits in? Are we a Type 1? Have we even made it onto the scorecard? Well, the answer, based on the math that folks like physicist Michio Kaku have worked out, is about 0.72. Yeah, not Type I, not even 0.9. We haven't even made it to the first rung of the ladder. What that means, basically, is that we're a Type 0 civilization. We're still in the cosmic nursery, just learning how to crawl. And check out this quote from Dr. Kaku, because it really puts things in perspective. He says, a Type 0 civilization gets its energy from crude fossil fuels. We're literally digging up the remains of dead plants and animals. I mean, when you put it like that, yeah, it's effective, it got us here, but it's a long, long way from harnessing the full power of a planet, isn't it? But hey, it's not all doom and gloom. There's a hopeful side to this. We're on the move. Scientists figure that if we keep growing our energy use, we could hit that Type I milestone in the next, say, 1 to 200 years. The real question isn't if we can get there technologically. It's whether we can survive our own adolescence to make it. So what does that leap from Type 0 to Type I actually mean? Well, it's a total game changer. It's about fundamentally changing our whole relationship with energy and, well, with each other. We'd have to move on from burning dead stuff and start tapping into the living power of our planet, all of it. And just as important, you can't really do that as a bunch of squabbling nations. It pretty much requires becoming a stable, unified planetary civilization. And with that kind of power, wow, the things a civilization could do are almost godlike. We're talking about controlling the weather. I mean, actually controlling it. Ending droughts, stopping hurricanes before they even start. We'd go from being at the mercy of our planet to becoming its true stewards. Okay, so let's pull the camera back out into space again. Because the Kardashev Scale isn't just a report card for humanity. It's one of the most important tools we have for the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. SETI. And this is the really clever part. It tells us to stop looking for little green men in flying saucers. The smartest way to find life out there is to look for the mess they make, the unavoidable exhaust fumes of their technology. Think about it. If a Type 2 or Type 3 civilization is out there, their energy use would be so gigantic, so off the charts, that we could potentially see it from light years away. And these clues have a cool name: technosignatures. So we're not looking for the aliens themselves, we're looking for their industrial pollution, their giant construction projects.
And the Holy Grail?
The absolute ultimate technosignature, that would be a Dyson sphere. A massive, artificial structure built completely around a star to soak up every single drop of its energy. Yeah, a civilization that can do that would be pretty hard to miss.
So this all leads to the big one, right? The question everyone wants to know. If we use this scale and start looking for these signs, are we alone? Or do we have some neighbors out there in the Milky Way? Well, a recent study actually tried to put a number on it, and it's a wild one. Based on a bunch of calculations about how life might evolve, they estimate there could be at least 36, that's 36, active communicating civilizations in our galaxy right now. But, and this is a huge but, before you get your hopes up about a phone call, there's a mind-bending catch. The galaxy is just so big. The average distance to one of these potential civilizations is something like 17,000 light years. To put that in perspective, if we got a hello from them today, that signal would have been sent when our ancestors were still painting on cave walls. That's a serious communication lag.
And that brings it all right back home, doesn't it? The Kardashev scale isn't just some fun academic thought experiment. It's a challenge. It's a warning. That jump from type 0 to type 1 is the most dangerous one because it's where you have to figure out how to not blow yourselves up or poison your own planet. So in the end, the scale is really a race against our own worst instincts. The real question is, will we make the leap?